Hello! Today we are going to Helsinki because we need to wash some laundry finally after 3 weeks being on the island. And also today is the weekend, it's Saturday, so maybe tonight we can do something in the city and we will do some touristic sites and explore the city a little bit. And Helsinki is actually the city where Marty is born, so it's his hometown. But before, it was raining a lot last night. We kind of need to empty the boat. It's full of water, full of rainwater.
Whoa!
Oi, oi, oi. And actually in Finland, if you get caught by the police, by the water police, and you don't have this red bucket on board to empty the water out of the boat, then you have to pay a huge fine, which is calculated on your income. So everybody has to pay a different fine.
Here we are at the Senate Square, where the cathedral is erected. Doesn't really fit in one picture, it does. There we go.
So now we are coming to another touristic attraction of Helsinki, which is the market, or market square. And there's 2 cruise ships have arrived today in the city. It's very full of tourists, which is a little bit horrible. And I want to show you some of the things you can buy here. So you can buy some strawberries from Helsinki, I will show you. And also some blueberries, of course. And also Finnish blueberries, which are from the forest and are very sweet and tasty. And raspberries and more blueberries and black currants. And then there's another fruit which you can only buy in Finland or Sweden as well. And it's called cloudberry, and they're yellowish.
Puoli kiloa on 14 € kilo 24. Paljon sä tarvitset?
And another yellow thing.
I really like the blue nails from the salesperson. And another very delicious thing right from the forest here are the chanterelles or pfifferlinge mushrooms. And here in this area there are a lot of food booths where you can eat very delicious fish, but of course it's very touristic. And what's really funny, because we are so close to the sea, there are a lot of seabirds which are actually also keen about the food. And to protect the tourists and the people who are eating here, they have to build this net in the sky. I don't really know if you can see it. If I show that, you can hear the birds in the background. And they also have to put actually the net in front of the tables, so when the tourists are eating here, they are not getting attacked or getting the food stolen. So a lot of tourists eating here, Japanese and Chinese. It's written in our language and looks really touristic. And from this end point of the market, you have a very nice view to the palace of the president. And then we have the Russian cathedral, which is over there. So behind me you can see a piece of art. This is done by an Japanese artist who was packing these trees in the park in this beautiful red fabric, and looks kind of funky. And if you're of course coming to Finland, then you have to try cinnamon rolls, which are called Korvapuusti. I'm probably saying it the wrong way because I'm not originally Finnish. Korvapuusti. Just my background voice correcting me. And if you want to taste it, and if you don't have much time, a very good place on Esplanadi, which is the main shopping street in Helsinki, is the Cafe Esplanade behind me, where you have a very good selection of these cinnamon rolls. And another interesting detail is in Finland, because of course in the winter time it's so cold and there's a lot of snow, temperatures can go really down to -20, maybe sometimes even -30. And to keep the sidewalks clear during the winter time, which can be difficult because the salt is only functioning to a certain temperature, the Finnish people have a very smart invention. They just put floor heating, which you can see here behind me, into the sidewalks. So the sidewalks in Finland or in Helsinki and on the main traffic roads, of course, are heated. So there's no ice, safe walking. I want to show you another special thing about Finland, or maybe the Nordic countries. So when you look at the houses, all the rainwater pipes are just coming down here on the street. They're not evacuated into the ground. And this is because of the winter, because the winter is so harsh and so cold. So the pipes cannot freeze that way. And all the pipes also are heated. Down here you can see this electric wire which goes all the way up to the roof and heats this pipe during the winter time, so the water does not freeze and does not block the pipe. So all the rainwater on the street. And talking about Finnish design, of course, you can see behind me this wonderful collection of alto lamps, which are unfortunately illuminated with terrible energy-saving lamps, making this bright bluish light. But if you come to Helsinki, you should also definitely visit the Arctic shop, which is close to Esplanadi and Stockmann, and see all this beautiful Finnish design made by Finnish designers over the years. And the most very popular item everybody of you probably knows is the stool, or the alto chair, which is already copied by IKEA in a different way, but still a very beautiful piece of furniture. Another very beautiful site in Helsinki is the main station, which is very beautifully done, and the traffic lights are making so much noise. And I will show you quickly the main station. So here we are in the very famous stone rock cathedral of Helsinki. So if you come and visit Helsinki, you definitely should also visit this. Mahdi just did a beautiful recording for you and showing the whole church. And it's actually totally built into the rock, or into the granite, because the stones are here made from granite. And ceiling of this church is made from copper, and maybe you could see it. It's like a copper rope, and it's one continuous piece of copper where the ceiling is made from. This is quite impressive. Actually, we were told that we have to pay entrance for this because this is so famous and you could see so many tourists as well here. But luckily, entrance was free. So now, after visiting a lot of touristic sites and museum and church, etc., we are really kind of hungry, and now we are going to the market hall to have some nice fish breads. This is the old market hall where you can get really good and fresh snacks. So Marty's just ordering the food, and here comes the fish sandwich, which is very delicious. Here we go. Bon appetit. So after the delicious fish, we are still hungry, and of course, after some salty stuff, we need some sweet stuff. And look at this amazing, delicious Korvapuusti. I really like it. I'm looking forward to eat it.
So here we are in front of the house of the estates, and this marks the end of our city trip. And behind me is the central bank, another building. And tonight we are going to have some real Finnish food. Can't wait. It's gonna be really tasty.
If you have any questions, just write the questions in the commentar field downstairs. Don't forget to like the vlogs, and we will show the vlog, and we will show you pictures of the food after this.